Good afternoon, students. Today we are starting the new chapter, that is gravitation. First of all, before starting this chapter, we should know the meaning of the gravitation. Actually, gravitation is the force of attraction between any two bodies, and the bodies exist in this universe. For example, if you are talking about the bodies which are existing in the space, or if you are talking about the bodies which are existing inside the class, for example chairs, benches, tables, so the force of attraction between them is also known as the gravitation. While gravity is having little bit different meaning, it is also a force of attraction between two bodies, but one is earth and the second may be any body which exists on the surface of earth or near the surface of earth. Yani the force of attraction between earth and any object lying in the surface of the on the surface of the earth or near the surface of earth is known as gravity, while gravitation is having a wide meaning. Okay, now if we are exploring the topics, suppose we are considering and two objects existing. This object is of mass, suppose m1. Suppose we are having two objects. This object is of mass m1 and the second object is of mass m2, and their centers are separated by a distance, suppose r. Then as per the Newton's law of gravitation, as per the Newton's law of gravitation, okay, now as per the Newton's law of gravitation, we are able to obtain the force of attraction of the gravitation between any two bodies. To calculate the magnitude of the force between two bodies, Newton gives this law of gravitation. Okay, suppose if we are having two bodies of masses m1 and m2 separated by distance r, then as per the Newton's law, the force of attraction, क्योंकि अभी हमने पढ़ा क्या है कि all the bodies in the universe are attracted by the gravitational force. तो ये दो बॉडी हमने कंसीडर कर ली, तो these are also attracting by the gravitational force. The force of attraction as per the Newton's law is directly proportional to the product of their masses and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between their centers. By combining these two, we can get F is proportional to m1 m2 upon r square, and F may also be written as, while removing the sign of proportionality, we should introduce a constant g m1 m2 upon r square. This is the mathematical formulation of Newton's universal law of gravitation. Newton's law of gravitation or Newton's universal law. Why it is called a universal? It is called universal because this law exists all over the universe. ओके, यानी कि हम यूनिवर्स के अंदर स्पेस या अर्थ सरफेस के ऊपर किन्हीं दो बॉडी को, जिसको हम ऑब्जर्व कर सकते हैं इनसाइड द क्लासरूम, इनसाइड आवर रूम और एट आवर होम, इन द ग्राउंड, तो सब जगह हम इस लॉ को अप्लाई करके किन्हीं दो बॉडीज के बीच का अट्रैक्शन फोर्स कैलकुलेट कर सकते हैं. दैट इज व्हाई दिस लॉ इज नोन एज द यूनिवर्सल लॉ. अब अगर बात करते हैं मैथमेटिकल फॉर्म, तो वी हैव रिटन ऑलरेडी दैट द फोर्स ऑफ अट्रैक्शन बिटवीन टू बॉडीज इज डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल टू द प्रोडक्ट ऑफ देयर मासेस एंड इनवर्सली प्रोपोर्शनल टू द स्क्वायर ऑफ द डिस्टेंसेस बिटवीन देयर सेंटर्स. इनको कंबाइन करके फार्मूला आया, प्रोपोर्शनैलिटी को रिमूव करा तो एक कांस्टेंट इंट्रोड्यूस करा g, एंड दिस g इज नोन एज यूनिवर्सल ग्रेविटेशनल कांस्टेंट. ये कैपिटल जी क्या कहलाता है? यूनिवर्सल ग्रेविटेशनल कांस्टेंट कहलाता है. सही है. इसका अगर हम फर्दर एक्सप्लेनेशन करते हैं न्यूटन्स लॉ का, तो वी कैन ऑल्सो डिफाइन दैट एवरी बॉडी इन दिस यूनिवर्स, all bodies in this universe attract every other body with a force. All bodies in this universe attract every other body with a force which is directly proportional to the product of their masses and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between their centers. Okay, so by this we have obtained this relation. Now here G is a constant and is known as universal gravitational constant, and the value of G can be written as, we can obtain the value of G. Actually, a great scientist Cavendish obtained its value, which is 6.67 into 10 raised to the power minus 11 Newton meter square per kilogram square. Okay. Suppose in this relation F is equal to G m1 m2 upon r square, if we consider that m1 is equal to m2 is equal to 1 kilogram and separation between the masses is of suppose 1 meter, then F may be written as G 1 into 1 upon 1 square, yani F is equal to G. Okay, F is equal to G. In this way we can define the universal gravitational constant. तो कैसे डिफाइन करेंगे? यूनिवर्सल ग्रेविटेशनल कांस्टेंट इज इक्वल टू द फोर्स ऑफ अट्रैक्शन बिटवीन टू बॉडीज ऑफ यूनिट मासेस सेपरेटेड बाय यूनिट डिस्टेंस अपार्ट. फिर से बोल देता हूं, यूनिवर्सल ग्रेविटेशनल कांस्टेंट इज इक्वल टू द फोर्स ऑफ अट्रैक्शन बिटवीन टू बॉडीज ऑफ यूनिट मासेस सेपरेटेड बाय यूनिट डिस्टेंस अपार्ट. ओके, अब इसी के बेस पर अगर हम आगे चलते हैं, ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ दिस कि G from this formula can be written as F R square upon m1 m. ओके, देन अगर हम बात करें यूनिट ऑफ G, यूनिट ऑफ G की बात करेंगे तो फोर्स की यूनिट न्यूटन, डिस्टेंस की यूनिट मीटर स्क्वायर, मास की किलोग्राम किलोग्राम, तो इट विल बी किलोग्राम के पावर -2. ओके, सिमिलरली अगर हम बात करें CGS सिस्टम में, ये तो ऐसा ही सिस्टम हुआ, तो न्यूटन कैन बी रिटन एज डाइन सेंटीमीटर स्क्वायर और ग्राम की पावर -2 may be the CGS unit of universal gravitational constant. In the same way, the values which are obtained by, not by the Newton, obtained by the Cavendish can also be written as, number 1, it is 6.67 into 10 raised to the power -11 Newton meter square per kilogram square, and also this value may be written as 6.67 into 10 raised to the power -8 9 centimeter square per gram square. So these are the values of G. So in this way we can define the term universal gravitational constant.